It's a long one. Can Aung San, okay, so it's AUNG, SUN, and then SUUKYI. Successfully negotiate a 2020 peace structure for Myanmar. Myanmar. When I was a little baby speecher, aka freshman year, one of the first questions I drew out of that envelope was Myanmar. Myanmar and the Rohingya population. Now that question has come back to haunt me in a new type of form. With our question being, can Aung San Suu Kyi successfully create a peace structure for Myanmar in 2020? The answer to this question is no. But before we get to that, we must first examine about what the Myanmar, who Aung San Suu Kyi is. Then we're going to glance at Myanmar in the current situation, and finally we're going to look at why Aung San Suu Kyi cannot create a Myanmar structure, peace structure for 2021. According to NPR, on January 10th, 2021, Aung San Suu Kyi is the current leader of Myanmar at the moment. She is a lady that has actually gotten a lot of scrutiny because the last leader has actually what led to the destruction of Myanmar. Now, according to Al Jazeera on January 13th, 2021, Myanmar has given Aung San Suu Kyi a lot of scrutiny because of the amounts of corruption and overall bad leadership skills that have been shown through her. Now, we examined a little bit about who Aung San Suu Kyi is. Let's glance a little bit about the Rohingya population and Myanmar. According to BBC, on February 5th, 2021, the Rohingya population are an Islamic group that have been basically near genocide in the Myanmar location. Most of the people of Rohingya have been cast out, have been thrown away, and have had to go look for a different place. Basically refugees just trying to escape where they have been slaughtered. Now, this has all happened because of, according to the Brookings.edu on January 30th, 2021, the racial conflict that has been going on between the Myanmar and the Rohingya population has gone significantly higher due to the last leader being against the Rohingya population. Aung San Suu Kyi has been sent to try and fix all this, but I would say it's into less degree results. What do I mean by this? Well, according to BBC, on January 15th, 2021, the Myanmar and the Rohingya population have had a conflict since 2017. Back when I was still very much a novice at this, the Rohingya were still fighting for their lives just to live in the place that they used to call home. Conflict has been living back and forth for many years, even before the peace structure has been trying to be signed at this point in time. And according to Reuters on January 31st, 2021, all of the Rohingya population have been cast out and need to either submit or try and work out complications between them in order to try and come up with a peaceful process. which is going to be difficult because the government of Myanmar is very corrupt. And in the end, politicians in that side are very corrupt. And Aung San Suu Kyi, unless that she can somehow figure out a compromise for both of them, they're going to be in conflict for a very long time, implying that there is really not going to be a way for them to work together unless they can figure out a compromise. So overall, I examined a little bit about Aung San Suu Kyi, then I glanced at the Myanmar at the moment and the Rohingya, and finally I looked at why they could not come up with a peace structure for Myanmar. So can Myanmar create a peace structure? Can Aung San Suu Kyi create a peace structure for Myanmar in 2021? The answer to this question is no. Mostly. It just kind of takes time. Mainly at this moment in time, that is a no. They cannot create a peace structure that is going to be sustainable for both of them. But in time, eventually we can try and work out a peaceful process so that little extempers don't have to go through hearing another story about Myanmar and Rohingya.
Your time is 5:21.
All right, may be excused.